Okay, this is not the way I wanted to do this, but I'm too sick to try harder. I'm not sure what I'm down with, but as of now it looks like a stomach flu, but to hell with that. I have two new Victorinox Swiss tools. One actually a Swiss tool and a Swiss tool Spirit, both of which are their new one-hand opening models. I have a Swiss Tool MXBS and a Swiss Tool Spirit MX Clip. So, and I'm making an unboxing video to see to capture my excitement. I'm super happy about this. I wish I could emote more, but I'm just not too well, so I'm doing this quick and dirty. It's in this box right here, and let's see how this goes. Okay, I had to just fetch my existing Swiss tool to cut this box open. It's a bit awkward to do it in this position, but I'm trying to get it all on camera. I'm super happy about this. And let's straighten the box. And what you have here is a visit by my cat, Professor Robert Oppenheimer, who insists on getting into the box. Dude, step away. Look at that. Look at that. Oi. Oi. That's mine. Step away. Okay. Careful. Don't want to cut the cat. Okay. Let's pull these out one by one. Do it. There. He's excited. Stop pulling at that. Let it go. So the Swiss Tool Spirit MX Clip. This is my first look at that thing. Look at that. I'm really, really happy. I just wish it came with a sheath. I wish it came with a sheath. What the hell. So, let's cut this open. Dude, let it be. Okay? I'm trying to do something here. Here, go play with this. Go play with that. I gave him a piece of bubble wrap. I love that cat. He's such good company. He's been sick off late too, but I think he's recovered. So let's try to open this. Aha! And it's out. Oppenheimer. It's not for you. Oh, it feels like more than the Swiss Tool Spirit. And that's the one-hand opening blade. That's not for you. Leave it be. Let's try that again. This blade has a stop at this point. That's why the opening will not be fast. You can open it with one hand, but you cannot do it fast as you can do with so many flick knives, you know. Oppenheimer. Stop. I named him Oppenheimer after a cat that looks a lot like him. On the TV show The Big Bang Theory. Don't hate me for it. I love that show. It's not so it's still not a lot like a weapon. It's not like a weapon because a weaponized blade can be opened really fast, and this can't, but it can be opened with one hand. Now, if you ask me what happens of the hotspot, yes, there's definitely a very major hotspot if you hold it like this. If you're not careful, if you don't hold it under there, especially since I have larger hands than the average populace in my country, and that's why I prefer the Swiss Tool over the Swiss Tool Spirit, because I feel it's a little too small for me. Okay, he's gone away now. The cat, that is. So I'm looking at this. And if if you hold it like this, there is no implement here, so you wouldn't hold it like this. You would, however, hold it like this, and at that time, your index finger does snuggle under that thumb tab there, so it's all right. Let's open an implement. So let's say good old Phillips screwdriver. You open that, and you're twisting with the Phillips screwdriver. This can help with twisting further harder, and it's just so typical of Victorinox. It's so smooth that I was expecting it to be worse, actually, but it's not. Okay, in this position, the hot spot is quite a bit if I hold it with thumb tab in there. But if I hold it like this, no, not much at all, because the thumb tab doesn't dig into the palm of my hand. Okay. So, okay, let's try one more implement. Let's say, okay, so it doesn't bother me when I'm using the scissors. How about something from this side? Let's say we open the pry bar and the flathead screwdriver. If I hold it like this, yes, it does dig in a little bit. And so does this clip. The original Swiss tool is much better designed in terms of how unbroken the shape is on it. These look like additions and modifications. They're not bad at that. They've tested it out quite a bit, obviously. Let's say, yeah, it does stand out at that time, but not in a way that it will bother you a whole lot. But those of you that have had only the Swiss tool will probably appreciate the fact that this isn't there in the Swiss tool. Okay, let's look at this. The Swiss Tool Spirit set. Those of you that have had the Swiss Tool Spirit will appreciate the fact that this thumb tab isn't present in it and the shape remains unbroken. This is the other thing that I purchased. Actually, this is a gift from my partner. This is a Swiss Tool MX, I think that's called. Yeah, MXBS. Swiss Tool MXBS. There. This is how it comes. Oh, it comes with a sheath. I'm very happy to see that. I've never had a sheath of this type from Victorinox. I was hoping this one would come with a sheath. Oh, it's a very different sheath too. It's nothing like any of the sheaths I've seen Victorinox give us before. It's in fact a lot like the sheets we get from Leatherman. Nice feel to it. Oh, this is really pretty. This opened up more easily. That half stop business, actually it's a 45-degree stop. Do we have that here? Yes, we do, but it's much lighter. Man, their black tools are really pretty. And this is obviously for my weak arm, is my left hand. No, I can't open it. My weak arm is really weak. Okay, there you go. It's quite a bit of an effort. I'll have to oil it. I don't have a blade of this type from Victorinox at all anywhere. I have other blades for the same purpose but shaped differently. This particular shape is a first. I hope I'm capturing this right in the middle of the frame. This is a very... This one is prettier than this one. And how about the hot spots? See, because it's longer, you have more space under the tabs to hold on to the tool. So let's do the test again. See, it doesn't get in the way. It's not on my hand, in the palm of my hand. These tabs are not digging in anywhere because I have enough space under the tabs to hold the tool. How about the pry bar? Well, the pry bar will not be a problem, but if I use a screwdriver. Okay, how about the good old scissors? And now the thumb tabs do touch my hand as I'm using it, but it's between these two fingers here and almost outside the palm of my hand here, so it doesn't bother me at all. It's in fact a lot better with the Swiss tool than the Swiss tool Spirit for my hand because of the size of my hand. I think for my generation and my race, I have larger hands than average. See, it doesn't bother me at all. I can totally see myself use this. I'm so glad that it comes with this sheath. It's a really pretty sheath too. Quite unlike any other sheaths I've had from Victorinox. There's a molly attachment. You know what? I have purchased the Swiss Tool Spirit MXBS when it was first seen in the website from Singapore, but it's at my friend's house in Singapore, and whenever he comes over he will bring it, but it's not yet. It's been a while. Coronavirus has caused quite a few problems for many of us. This tab does get in the way, not so much the clip. So if you have a Swiss Tool Spirit with just the clip and not this tab, and you're not hell-bent on getting a one-hand opening blade, I think the clip will be fine. But I cannot yet recommend getting the one-hand opening version of this thing unless I'm convinced that one can actually get used to it. Now Leatherman obviously creates a tool with the one-hand opening hole or slot in there. Does not quite hurt the palm of your hand the way this does, but I think that one does hurt your hand in many different ways, and it's really there are lots of hot spots in the palm of your hand, but that's my opinion. A lot of blue-collar workers in the US seem to not mind that, and obviously they have harder, tougher hands because they work with their hands. So it's different kinds of people talking about it, so I don't think one can compare, but for whatever it's worth, I will post more opinions over time. That's all from me for now.